Hey everyone, happy Thursday. This is your coaching guidance from Phoenix Nightingale, A Healing Revolution. My name is Anastasia and I am a certified life coach here. I'm also an author and a speaker, and I'm really glad to be speaking to you today. These videos are for us to, if somebody is looking for some kind of guidance or instruction, every day we have coaching clients and workshop participants who they're really having the courage to look into things and want to find out how they can build a path to moving forward in their life with a lot more grace than issues. And so the topic for today is going to be, let's say specifically, like outcomes, expectations, and let's say choices. Okay. So people might say, in any situation, so whether it's an exciting positive goal, or it's a really scary situation with health, or it's a scary situation with a relationship, what in the world? Like I am very attached to what's going to happen here, and I will tell you that if that's the case, it's not going to serve you. So people say, well, then what should I do? So there's some structures that you can think about. So first of all, relative to any type of goal, there's a theme that is called the Wheel of Fortune, and it's like, every day we're spinning this wheel and we don't know where we're going to get off of the wheel. We don't know where we're going to land, because we all have our path, our purpose, our journey, and those kinds of things. So people can get very caught up in not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, not being able to, actually they become frozen because they don't know what to do. So they just start dissociating, and then years go by and things just stay the same. And it's really intense. So what is it that we can do? First of all, and I can tell you, say, well, don't be attached to the outcomes. And that is much easier said than done. So first, any practice that you put in place about staying present will be really, really a good idea. And those things are any type of self-care where you're just like, what things can I do for myself? Number one, just taking good care of yourself, but more so like meditation. Let me just do a meditation. Now, YouTube has a lot of really beautiful meditations out there. I mean, they're just phenomenal. Turn it on, listen to it, do the best you can, and just get started. It's not something that you have to be a master to learn how to do. Anybody can meditate. It's just a matter of taking the time and saying, I'm going to do this for myself. When you do that, you will realize that you're more present. When we're more present, then we realize that it's not that it doesn't matter what happens, it's just that we're less attached to it because we're more aligned with our soul mission and purpose, so to speak. So, but the structures that we can look at in a very human level is, okay, now I've meditated, now I'm grounded, I'm going to go out my day, because that's the other important thing. You want to make sure that you're grounded and have enough grace in your field by, connecting to something outside of yourself. We can talk about that, and there's some other videos on this YouTube channel that you can also look into to get some guidance relative to that. But let's talk about this. Realizing that every day, all I need to do is make a choice. So what is my choice and or decision? So something's going on. Maybe it's unplanned. Maybe you think that it's not going towards your original goal. So instead of going, oh, I'm going to get angry, I'm going to get frustrated, instead I can say, okay, let me change course. Let me switch gears. And that's one way to think about it. And then, but the idea is that, okay, I'm going to make a choice, and so then I'm going to make this choice. I'm going to be very conscious about making this choice. And then I'll see how it goes. And sometimes that'll last for several more days or longer. Other times you're making another choice in that day. But here's the thing, make a choice, see how it goes, feel it out, and then make another choice. And again, choices, decisions. People make choices all the time. They just don't know it. But making a conscious choice is really important. And have you ever gone out to dinner with somebody and you're like, oh, where do you want to go to eat? They're like, oh, I don't know. You pick. And it's like, those are people that tend to not be able to actually make a decision because they've stopped. And again, sometimes you don't really know what you want to eat, and I get it. But when you have a pattern and you guys know who you are, where you just won't even take the responsibility of making a decision because you're afraid of taking the responsibility for even where we're going to go out to dinner. And that might be something to consider. Why is that I feel that way? And, you know, hopefully you understand what I'm talking about with that example. But when you think about the times where you literally just say, just tell me what to do. I don't want to make any decisions. I don't want any conflict. You're really not honoring yourself. And so you're going to end up having these situations where it's not really a fluid and flowy thing, and you don't feel connected to yourself and your heart. So when we say it's about being courageous enough to just make choices, because you'll just make a new one. So for instance, one of the things very structurally that I do is when I work, it's like I'll do a seasonal change. You know, I have 2 children and, you know, and a family to take care of as well as my business. So I'll say from September to the end of December, this is what my schedule is going to look like. We're going to see how it all fits in together. I'm going to be flexible and fluid with it. And then we'll check in at the end of December and see how it goes. So from this September till now, there's been things that I've had to sort of shift and change, but I'm doing it with a lot less attachment to, but I made the plan and the plan's supposed to go this way. And I'm like, okay, let's just go with it. And, you know, because I'm doing it more consciously, I'm not letting it happen to me, and I'm not getting as frustrated or as angry as I may be used to with that. And then in fact, if everything is working smoothly as it structures itself, and I intentionally structure it, then I'll move through to the end of the year, the school year. And then of course the summer is a different story for us. So that is a very clear way that I make a decision about something. And then of course, then we have things that go on, and it's like, that are really, really important. And it's like, what if you feel like, well, I haven't really practiced making any decisions. I don't even trust myself. That is something you really got to work on. So that's our little tidbit for today. You know, look at our website. We have a lot of really good things coming on soon. And like, as far as, doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can participate in our healing journey with us. You can coach with us online. You can coach with us in person. You know, we have a lot of really cool workshops and webinars and stuff coming up to do. So, you know, thank you very much for watching this today. I hope that it was helpful. If you could like this video and subscribe to our channel, that would be great too. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks. Bye.